Ladies and gentlemen,
the stakes for America's future are about as great as they come.
That is why
I am officially running
I am running
for President of the United States.
I'm Alex Burns. I'm a national political reporter at the New York Times.
Are your competitive juices flowing for the chance to be the first female president?
Gender played a major role in both parties' primaries.
Excuse me, I'm talking.
One of the major reasons Hillary Clinton was able to defeat Bernie Sanders was the loyalty to her campaign among Democratic women.
There's a special place in hell for women who don't help each other.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs.
On the Republican side, Donald Trump got in trouble early for talking about women in ways that are seen as dated and offensive.
You know, you could see there was blood coming out of her wherever.
Both parties have seen their campaign events disrupted by protesters. Democrats have really tried to adjust their message to win over those Black Lives Matter protesters.
You're going to have to come together as a movement and say, here's what we want done about it.
First of all, I want to build a wall.
Donald Trump has taken a very different approach.
So if you see somebody getting ready to throw a tomato, knock the crap out of them, would you? Seriously. I will pay for the legal fees, I promise.
This is an election where you've really seen the traditional power brokers fail to maintain their hold over the political process. On the left, Bernie Sanders attracted a broad base of support among Democrats and especially liberal activists that forced Hillary Clinton to run toward the left.
No student should have to borrow to pay tuition at a public college or university.
Within the Republican Party, Donald Trump was initially dismissed as an unserious candidate, as a political sideshow. But he very quickly garnered a level of voter support and media attention that none of his 16 opponents were able to match.
Please clap.
And the only guy who can beat Donald Trump is Ted Cruz.
And it took until almost the moment he clinched the nomination for people to accept that he was here to stay.
You ready for a commander-in-chief who will go kick ISIS ass?
You've seen a number of Republican officials come around and endorse Donald Trump, but there's still an enormous sense of discomfort with his campaign.
Now, I'm far from the first to conclude that Donald Trump lacks the temperament to be president.
Claiming a person can't do the job because of their race is sort of like the textbook definition of a racist comment.
And when you look at the polls, there's a big chunk of the Republican Party, maybe over 20%, that has still not come around to supporting him.
But do I believe that Hillary Clinton is the answer? No, I do not.
We've reached a milestone.
I don't think there's ever been someone so qualified to hold this office.
I'm with her. Yes, her.
Hillary Clinton still has work to do to fire up the Democratic grassroots, but she has won a level of broad acceptance in her party that Donald Trump simply does not have on the Republican side. In their conventions, you're going to see both parties pivot hard into the general election. For Hillary Clinton, that means projecting a positive message and taking on some of those issues about trust that have dogged her campaign.
I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email.
For Donald Trump, he faces a tougher challenge in really reintroducing himself to a public that has so far had a very unfavorable view of his character and his readiness to be president.
But it's so much fun, and I'm so good at this stuff.
Thank you all. God bless you.
Thank you very much, everybody.
And may God bless America.